This is Mrs.E.Ponmalar, Associate Professor of Computer Science, the Standard Fireworks, Rajaratnam College for Women, Sivagasi. I am going to now present a small topic, namely smart cities under IoT and its applications. The course code is 23 GSDE 63, which is for BSc Computer Science students. So, we will see what is meant by a smart city. So, smart cities, and my presentation has been organized in such a way that we will see first introduction, then history, definition, followed by the characteristics of smart cities and how smart city works and why importance is given to smart cities, and finally conclusion. So, what is a smart city? A city becomes smart city if it uses information communication technology and IoT so that it improves the working of public and towards better government service and for the citizen welfare. And the goal of smart city is just to optimize the functions of the city and improve the economic growth of the city, thereby the entire community using smart technologies and data analysis. How much importance is given to the smart cities? This ICT, it permits the smart city officials so that they can control the city infrastructure and identify what is being happening inside the city and towards better quality how we can change it. For this we need the sensors. The sensors will be integrated within the real-time monitoring systems, and from that data will be collected from the citizens and the devices, and then it will be processed and analyzed. So, when we see the history of smart cities concept evolved from the year 1960s, and they first called it as futuristic city, and then the term smart city was coined in the year 1990s, and after that in 2000s and 2010s IoT and data analytics, AI have been included, and the future is for the betterment of human centered design where we will have equity and equality. According to IBM, the definition of smart city is a one that makes the optimal use of all the interconnected information and which is available so that we can have better understanding and control of the operations and optimize the resources. Now, we shall move on to the characteristics of smart city. The first and foremost characteristic is the data transparency. Data is more and more, and now it requires openness and the transparent administration by the government and also involving the citizens. The second one is smart grid and distributed electricity generation. The consumption of electricity, it occupies a major part in the economical expenditure of any city. So, if we go for smart grids, they will provide a quick and effective response. The energy will be generated, electrical energy, and based on the demand and the production fluctuations, we will have the improvement in the quality of service. So, smart grids form very important characteristics. The next one is smart waste management. Now, handling the waste is really a tough job, and smart waste management involves aligning the objectives and needs of the smart city, which is going to manage the waste, and the waste involves both liquid waste and solid waste, and we can have the smart city use the technology including smart sensors. For example, in the smart dustbin, sensors will be available so that once the dustbin gets filled, the information will be sent to the authorities so that it will be connected to the garbage handling traffic control system, where the garbage truck will be allocated and it will come over to near the dustbin and then empty the dustbin, again place it in the particular location so that the citizens can use it very smartly. And the next one is economy management. Economic, very important concept is the economy management, which is handled by the cities. And we need the councillors, the MLAs, whoever involved in the authority, they are going to generate business opportunities for the people, and productivity has to be improved, and the profit has to also be improved. But for doing this in the current scenario, it is very, very tedious. So when we go for smart city, everything can be handled by the management people, by the officials, being in the same place but getting the information from the sensors and increasing the productivity, improving the employment opportunities of the people, and the social and territorial cohesion will be maintained. And the next important characteristic is safety and security, which is to be guaranteed by the public and which can also be enhanced by the installation of cameras, sensors and video protection systems. And this has to be handled both by organizations and by the government and by the public in particular. For this, we have the security systems, the hardwares, the sensors which can be connected within the computers at home, and they can be connected through IoT and controlled by means of our smartphones also. And this has led to another important security measure, which is cyber security, and cyber security issue has to be protected by the management and exchange of information by the government agencies also. And when we consider important characteristics or the core concept of smart city is the smart people and smart living. How the people are to be? They have to be transformed from people to smart people. How we can improve the level of qualification, and they can do lifelong learning, and they can have social and ethnic plurality, flexibility, they can apply their own creativity and open-mindedness in the minds of the people, and they can participate in the public life also. And for implementing this, we need smart city technologies, and for this we need both software, user interface and networks, and application programming interfaces, APIs we shortly call it, and AI, artificial intelligence, cloud computing services, dashboards and machine learning softwares, and the technology of machine-to-machine communication. All these have to be embedded so that we can have a city transformed to the smart city. And now the people being smart, the technology is smart. Now for smart living, the cultural facilities for the people, the health conditions of the people, individual safety of the people, housing quality, construction of for the buildings to the people to live in, and the educational facilities for the people, and the smart city, once we have it, will attract the tourism, and also cohesion among the people will be there. And few examples of the smart city characteristics in the form of pictorial representation is given. And the smart cities, how they are going to work? They are going to involve the basic 8 characteristics what we have already seen, and for this the information collected by using the smart sensors collect the data, and the collected data will be analyzed, and then it will be communicated to the decision makers, namely management, the government, organizational decision making authorities, and finally action to be done by them, so that the assets of the entire city is managed, and the quality of the city life of the people or residents is also improved. And hence we now justify the need of importance of smart cities. In the entire world population, 54% live in cities, and in the year 2050, by the year 2050, we will be having 66% in the cities. So we need to manage the environmental, social and economical sustainability of the resources of the cities, so that it becomes really smart. So smart cities hence permits the citizen and the government authorities, so that they can initiate the usage of smart technologies and manage the assets and resources towards better urban environment. And we can measure whether smart cityness we have achieved by having or measuring the happiness index of the public, namely 24 hours cross 7, we have drinking water supply, electricity supply using the smart grid, and environment, clean environment using the garbage management system, and safety and security, smart safety, security, and efficient urban road infrastructure, traffic control system, best health and education systems, and housing also. It should be affordable for all the people, including the poor. And IT connectivity, the network connectivity, finally the good governance, e-governance. So now we have seen how existing city can be converted into a smart city by such a transformation. So for focusing this transformation, Government of India is in the process of converting the existing cities to smart cities, and Sivagasi has also been converted from city to smart city, and the process is going on. So existing cities, therefore, they have to include the basic, improve the basic infrastructure, and ICT and smart technologies have to be included so that the city transformation will convert into a smart city or urban migration, and we can have within the next 25 years all the cities being transformed to smart cities. So smart cities we can have after implementation smart parking, and we can have the traffic systems, smart bus stops, smart street lights, and we can have garbage collections being smart, and the buildings of entire smart city like Sivagasi, it will be transformed as smart buildings where we will start from the environment till the garbage collection. And most important of everything is the health of the people. So to mark the end of about the smart cities, I give more importance to the smart health care. So starting from the entry of the patients into a smart hospital, where we can have all the informations about the patients being collected through the IoT devices, and information is transformed to the doctors and the caretakers, and it is going to be very much in an improved level, so that we can have the health being monitored by all the persons, the medical experts, and we can have utmost health care for the people, and hence the city now will become a completed smart city. So creating smart connected systems for urban areas will provide us great help, great benefits for the entire citizen, and the solution are dependent on the approach to be done by the people, the public sector namely, and the private sectors and the governments, and it should be converted into smart city. And for this we need IoT and cloud. Thank you. Till we meet in the next presentation. Thank you.